He made a way. Just believe that. He made a way. Even though you can't see the way, believe it.
I'm finished with what the Lord gave me, but Pastor McMillan, every year I ask God between September and December. I said, God, give me a word for the next year. I said, on 2012, the Lord told me that this was the year that God was going to revive. And this was the year that God was going to restore. And this was the year that God was going to renew. And so I found that word to become effective within my life. But I said, God, what is 2013? I don't know what Pastor McMillan is going to talk about tomorrow, but I said, God, what does 2013 hold for me? And buddy, Uncle Fan, you blessed me because it was Black Friday that I was going shopping. And you guys, I relocated back to Charlotte. And you know, like I said within my message, I was traveling and I was spending money, but I had no furniture in my apartment. And you know, I was like, that's a problem because I make good money. You know, so I was like, brother, I need to go and purchase some furniture. But my uncle called me and I went and I did what he told me to do, and I came back because on this year I told you I was paying off debt and I was trying to save some money, and I went there and the Lord said, try something different. And I said, God, what do you mean? Because I was prepared to pay cash for my furniture because you know I got tired of charging credit cards and I get the bill every month. And for some of y'all, if I can just be real, I send the bill collectors to the voicemail like tired of calling me. Bless the name of Jesus. And so God said, try something different. And you've been telling your friends that you've been telling your family that you can get some furniture, but you ain't get nothing. It's November and you ain't brought no furniture. You've been back here since January and your apartment is still bare. That's a problem. And so I went and I applied for a credit card. I know some of y'all might feel a little different about that, but I went and I applied, and the lady said, what would you want to apply for? And I told her a certain amount, and she went through and she said, well, Mr. Young, I want to let you know that not only did we get you approved for this amount, but we got you approved for $800 more. I said, well, come on, sister girl. I said, let me go help you out because, you know, she was working off a commission. And so God said, that's what I'm going to do on this year. He said, I'm tired of my people talking. And he said, I'm tired of them talking about what they want to do. And God said that on this year, it's time for you to make a move. And so, you know, I want to back it up with the word of God because in Ezekiel 37, it talked about how he was in the spirit on the Lord's day and that the Lord carried him out in the valley of dry bones. But then God posed a question to Ezekiel. He said, can these bones live? And then Ezekiel said, well, God, only thou knowest. And then he said, prophesy into the bones that life may come back into them. And so I came to let you know that my mind went to the 4 lepers and how they were sitting outside of the gate because they had leprosy going on. And so, but then they found themselves that they said that if I stay here, I'm gonna die. And if I go back to what I'm used to, I'm going to die. But why not make a decision to move forward? Why not make a decision on this year to choose life? And so I was talking to my best friend, and he told me, he said, Kimon, he said, the Lord, he spent the night, and he said that the Lord dropped something within my spirit. And I said, wow, I'm sharing with the people. He said that the Bible talks about whatsoever your feet shall tread upon, that the Lord will give it to you. And he said that the difference between that, Pastor McMillan, is that if you're given a piece of land and that I'm given a piece of land, that the land has the same value. But what's going to make your land more valuable is that you actually begin to work your piece of land. And I said, thank you so very much because you have confirmed what God has been telling me on this year. I don't know what you're going to go through because the Lord has showed me some things about 2013. I don't come to scare you on tonight, but I want to let you know that there are some bad days ahead of us, that this world is about to encounter some things. You guys think that the physical cliff is something. You think that the superstorm saving was something. You think that these shootings was something. The Lord showed me that devastation is about to hit this United States. But if you are in him, if you have the word in you, then you won't be affected by it. And so I came to encourage you that on this year, the Lord said, do something. Quit talking about it. If you have a business within you, I need for you to go and to learn how to open up your business. That I need for you to realize that God, just like with the 4 lepers, that the word of the Lord had already been spoken, but they had to do something. That God posed the question to Ezekiel, can these bones live? And he had to prophesy into them. And so the Lord told me that I'm tired of you talking about needing furniture. I need for you to do something. And as a result, I got the furniture with no interest. And so I can pay it off within a year and only pay what I paid for it. this year you can stand to your feet, because we're going to take the opportunity that we're going to talk to God on today. We're going to talk to him. It's been rough, y'all. It's been rough. We cannot shout ourselves out of this year saying that God's going to do it. We can't have all these New Year's resolutions going on, but we got to deal with the reality of where we are. If you found yourself on this year saying that brother man, that I found myself overtaken with infirmities, that I found myself being overtaken with my circumstances, that I found myself going through certain situations that I didn't know if God was going to bring me out. I found myself coming to church, but I fell asleep in church. I found myself singing on the choir, but I was asleep. I found myself holding the offering basket, but I found myself asleep. I found myself being on the hymn choir, but I found myself asleep. If you have found yourself in that situation, I would admonish you to meet me at the altar. As a matter of fact, why don't all of us come to the altar? Because we need God on this year. We need for God to speak a word